All right, do you want to show them you get mad at me for messing you up? Hmm? What? 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 Lala, go. See what you did, Lala. You see what you did? I know you trying to eat that duck, but you won't. See, look, the duck's gonna finish its routine. All right, we scared you. Sorry. Okay. All right. So you saw my duck. Okay. What would we call that? It would be instinct, right? Okay. If you're going to be a ruler, I guess, of the world, I'm sorry. I'm trying to be neutral. If you're going to be a nemesis, if you're going to be a bad guy to a creator, what would you do to humans? You would have to destroy that human. What would a human instinct be, though? Because it's not hard if we do an inventory. Because what you're watching this, you're a human. You're a real human being, so you can think. That's right. You can doubt everything and then prove it wrong. But what is an instinct now for the average human? Seriously, what do they do? Hang on. Wake up and check the phone. You gotta check the phone. Check the phone and do that. And then we're all forced into this. And listen, I'm not giving you a hard time because I drink coffee. Listen, we're identifying like long bloodlines of being transformed, of literally destroying human instinct and natural knowledge, and literally making them lost. You know, so, but we wake up to this, to technology, or we wake up to AI. That's what goes into there. We wake up and then that goes into there. So it would basically be that. And it's in every home, it's in everywhere. It's in everywhere. You know, it's always been the number one thing to get in because it's been so, you know, the energy coming through it. You know, but let me ask you something. If you're a good or a bad creator, before we finish talking about the duck, what kind of a human does that make? Come on. It makes a very lazy one. It does. If you can think hard enough, just look at society. You can't say everybody's got a chance. No, they don't. No, they don't. Because you yourself, it doesn't matter who you are. Your friends that are so high and mighty with their little pieces of paper going, but I went to here. That is Ahriman. That pride, buddy. I'm going to give you a secret. If you can do this trick, you know, and it's different times, but if you can get up every morning before dawn, right at the break, right when the sun's coming over, right when it's coming up, right when it's rising, sunrise. If you can do that for about 40 days straight, if it's monsooning outside, you can stand in your house and face the east and look. The whole thing is this. It's that right there. Because we know what it is. This is my whole point. That you destroy human instinct. You destroy any kind of natural knowledge. Because we are a battery. Okay? In at least 40 days straight, you're going to ignite something. They sell stuff in a store. Sell it. It's called hey, you need some melatonin. You can unlock it naturally. Yeah. Do you see? You know, in the beginning of all this, me and this boy Jake, it was crazy. We run in, I'll have to do a video about him and how he was sent to me. And it was crazy. But I started whenever the outside working out started. You know, it was a lot of this comes from looking up without me knowing it. And I was always looking up outside and breathing and observing. And then it slowly came and what's in me did it. You'll never understand it. You have your shit and I got mine, and you have no idea what's trying to come through this bullshit. You have no idea of the chains that the unseen within you is literally chained down to. And it's that. What would the duck turn into? Can it just sit there? How does they do that? Well, let me tell you something. That duck has people always wonder, did animals go to heaven? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yeah, there's a lot more to it than that. Each life form has its own spirit controlling it. Whether good or bad, and who would control all those life forms? God. Those spirit, the being. So when the duck dies, like my female duck the other day, and you'll get to see certain visions of your animals that you were surrounded with in a way it's hard to explain when you go. But as far as the duck, when she went back to the being, to the group being, to the one being that controls that species of life. And when that animal species goes, that being is controlling, that energy goes with it to the spirit of God that controls that life form. It should make sense. The stone is what we're standing on top of, melting. And then here comes the wooden houses. And there's spirit that controls that wood. And then there's spirit for air. Oh yeah. Air's what ignites all that. No, we gotta go up. You go on, Arimon. You go be a fucking dummy. The billions of you. Okay? So either a life form, doesn't matter what it is. Everything has a purpose. It's just like how all those different life forms out there represent life. And they're created through a magnetic field by our Creator. It's the same way what comes through this is all these different little fucking beings by the script writers. Doesn't matter about the small ones and the lessons. It's all at the top. They represent all different life forms going into the brain. These little spirits of Ahriman. It's the same ways out there. You gotta have balance. And they're not being fair now. There's no balance with them. It's just all evil. Destroy everything. Destroy it all. Look, it's not hard. They make you pay for shit that grows literally out of ground. That's fucking insane that the people can't even put that shit together. They can't even put it together. You know, I mean, it's like I'm trying to be tiptoe around what's coming through me, but you know, there should be literally millions and millions of certain trees growing everywhere to where, like right now, people are struggling. They just go over there and pick one off, and nobody ever starving, never. But then you don't have the churches and the fucking schools and the universities and the huge billion-dollar industries going, we're gonna help fucking everybody eat. Donate your money, you dumb goy. Donate your money. It's like the other day when I'm at the store And the lady, the little B.R. Monaco lady, yeah, and you gotta love them. There's fucking probably 100,000 hours of that shit in there. You know, would you like to donate $1 to Children's Diabetes? And I said, listen, what's behind me? She said, oh, would you like to buy one of the candy bars? And I said, that's what causes diabetes. She just looked at me. And the other woman there, that she's pretty hot, but they're all crazy. And I've talked to her a little bit here and there, and I looked at her and I said, sure, why not? Because me and her done had a conversation. And she was like, you know, I never thought about that. And I said, well, away from the older lady. And I said, yeah, but you got to learn how to get through these little spirits. You got to give them what they want. It ain't real anyways. You're just in there to get some shit and get the fuck out of there. That's not godly. There's nothing godly about anything that has to do with these right here at all. It all has to do with these sons of bitches, which are the world controller. That's it. That's it. And when you create all these goy to depend on a structure that's pumped full of man shit, instead of depending on the ground that's pumped full of God shit, bam, dude, I'm starting to see, I'll share a little with you. I'm like seeing the shit being charged. It's hard to say because it's fucked up. Because I did hallucinogens a long time ago, and then somebody was talking, and I was like, because I ain't never doing going overboard, ever. Not like when we were younger. But when you really come out of it and your senses and your faculties really unlock, that's what it feels like. I'm serious. And like last night, I was sitting there and I was getting lost in the moon light. And they say this too, if you watch the sunrise, just, you know, right when it's sunrising, and then right at sunrise, you can also, if there's a wall, and you can sit facing that wall, and the sunrise is behind me, you know, like a white wall or something where your shadow's right there. If you'll concentrate right here on your shadow, I don't want to get into that. Let's just stay right here. And you looking for 40 days or more, you know, and then throughout the day, because there's so much energy that you don't know that's being poured in to here. That's everybody's inside. They're all inside. They're your buddies, whoever you are. If you see it, you're gonna lose your fucking mind. Because you'll be sitting there observing these beings that I'm literally showing you that these world controllers have created. They've raised us like cattle, watered us with this shit. That's it. And that's them. And then created their fake shit. And then here we are. It started with just a little bit town, you know, and then they threw them in cities and burned them down. And then fear and people grew in. And here we are. Introduced all the fast foods, chemicals, there's hospitals. Everybody's damn voice. Anything on the TV that's an advertisement, we can break it down and show you it's horse. It sure as the fuck is. You listen, any side effect that people have, we can get them on that. But these people in here that make the money sitting there clapping at events going, I just went to the biggest graduation within 500 miles. That structure is right. And the slave controllers, buddy, are fucking badass at what they do. They have destroyed any human instinct that comes from up there. Destroyed it. All knowledge, any fucking knowledge that has to do with nature. Any of it. Even the nature people are fucking ignorant. Because, I mean, listen, I know you're smart in everything you do. But listen, there's literature written about, we're just going to talk about the wars. And some of y'all know this. One of the reasons, too, was to get rid of everything, the structure and all that, and to create all these fake mindsets. But it was also to destroy the soil. Okay? When you destroy the soil, then you destroy any chance of what literally took a long time to get there through composting, through very fucking professional ways that me and you and everybody combined could never possibly fathom. Okay? We were on another level. What is underneath us that is melted and shit. Okay? The little things that we've talked about that won't melt as much, that was, I feel like, the connection, like the internet is. It's connected to all of it. And see, the same way that we're connected to that, we're not anymore. Okay? So, the same way that what's under us, when we were in that physical form, connected to all that and literally had the best light show ever, lasers connected to those lights, fucking blow your mind. Got rid of all that and literally hates God, creator, and all. So gets rid of all that, the connection that we had with that, and covered it up and then brought us in, you know, and then, you know, creating this fake fucking technology of AI. And now we're connected to that. Because we're putting chips and shit in there. So now this fucking unseen hierarchy being that I see has done all this. And I see you. I see you. So now you're there. And I'm sure there for a while when you couldn't see everybody, which there wasn't a whole lot of people, you fucking losing your, well, not your mind, because you don't have our mind. It's a long story. But that's what, do you see what I'm saying? Everything was connected the same way now, through the fake shit, only in a natural way. And then they just took all that out, melted, got rid of it, and this fucking thing is literally wants to. It's not wanting, it is. It's not going nowhere. It's going to get worse. It is going to be ugly. It's fucking ugly as shit already. And the people just look at me and they're just like, do you not see all of our degrees? And it's like, do you see all of our degrees? Do you see these? And then they run. And that's a little being of Ahriman. Ahriman is fucking disgusting. Ahriman will not look at himself. You know, it's just like in AA, you're dealing with, if it's alcohol, you're dealing with alcohol. And Ahrimanic spirit. You're dealing with the unseen principalities, you know, rulers of darkness. You're dealing with a very fucking evil thing, and you're actually lucky enough, you know, to be on a path to see it. You know, because the thing is you create all these beings to think like the world, this is it. Like this being knows that all of our emotions and passions goes with us. All the fear goes with us. And all these little Ahrimanic goy just run around going, he's crazy, you don't have to earn nothing. Hell no you don't. We're going to go over here and poison ourselves and have sex and fuck everything inside. You see our church? It's so gross and fucking disgusting. And every day they're getting more goy and more goy, more goy, more. And what I mean is they're getting more dumb and dumb and dumb and dumb and dumb. There's no instinct in them. The instinct, you just little bitty children walk up and grab shit and start touching it, you know. And all those children now, whatever has came through this, it's not from up there. And they'll just look at you and they have no conscience. They can't fucking think. It'll be your family and friend. They can't think. All they can do is say he's fucking crazy and go back over. That's it. And then they won't even have a consciousness at night to even doubt it themselves. To even fucking second guess it. I've dealt with almost 10 years of this fucking spirit right beside me. So, and it is ingrained, buddy. It is ingrained in every one of them. And see, the older generations that were once structured, this fucking crazy black magic that they've done, it's awesome. Well, they create this other generation less than lazy, and then they slowly suck the old people down into their lazy shit. And then the whole unit's lazy. And then it becomes just one selfish Ahrimanic unit that has no other fucking, it's nothing. It's disgusting. It's themselves. It has nothing to do with helping humanity, helping anybody other than them fucking selves. And that is an alcoholic, as they would say in the professional industry, but it's an Ahrimanic intelligent group conscience. The same way that all of them go over, you know, our connection is to God, our higher power. I'm trying to be neutral. So that's where we go. And you've got all these fucking goy running around going, well, I think that the better of a person you are. So ignoring somebody for 10 fucking years makes you good? No. That's what I've tried to tell people. I'm like, listen, okay, the way y'all are going is, I'm trying to show you you're a fucking demon. And what we put in here and here, this fucking thing knows that we have to deal with that when we go over. Everything we laugh at that black magic sorcerers make, those are black magic emotions you should be getting excited on, like we're to now. On like smell of fucking rosemary and spearmint and seeing birds fucking clean themselves and squirrels and feeding shit and sitting live. Holy shit, I get excited. And trust me, being in there, it's like, come on, we gotta go. It's about to come on. You know? And that's the whole thing. You're programmed to be in. Well, I've programmed myself to get out of there, to get back to what they've been doing for literally 2,000 years that we know of. They've perfected it. They just throw humans there. Here you go. So there's something bigger to it than just fucking. Anyways, it's just hard to try to explain something that when you're dealing with somebody's brain that they literally give their whole life to just sitting in front of a TV and whatever that's them. You're not dealing with a human being. And all they do is go, I got more money. Don't you see who I am? This will be councilmen, lawyers, doctors. Doesn't matter. The position is a fucking black magic. It's what it is. Because it's literally, you're in position and you're under possessions that you've acquired, accumulated, worldly position, status, okay? And like in the churches, they give out positions. Because the goy, God never do that. It's funny because in AA, when the cops come in and they're looking for somebody, they're like, who's in charge here? And if it's a real structure, they'll say nobody. Because that one day, Donnie, they come in there and was like, somebody, who's in charge here? And he's like, nobody. And he goes, what? Somebody's got to be in charge. And it's like, Donnie, it's the fucking police. But the whole thing is there's nobody in charge because everybody's there on one accord trying to get better. One accord. We used to be on one accord, like I said, and they fucking covered us up and got rid of us. And then started this one accord of this fucking shit. Because this thing is literally unlocking everything that God kicked out of heaven in the middle of 1850s. Doesn't matter if that spirit had died in the physical form of Ahriman. It's still, you have no idea what's here and what's literally all around you that you can't see. Can't see it, but it's there. And this spirit of Ahriman, its job is to destroy all human cavities, and it goes all the way with it. I mean, the ones that's already in the nursing homes is just sitting there, you know, that's Ahriman's done gone. Now you just see the physical body. It was in that body the whole life, giving it snacks and everything else, watching all that. And yeah, I'm sorry, I'm in there for 10 years, eating pills and everything else. Yeah, we're going to keep feeding that shit. That ain't no fucking human life. That's to create businesses. Do you see where we're at now? Do you see what we see? Because we're on fire. And it's not hard to see it. But the only way you can see it is you got to cut the world off. Okay? But the whole thing is I know all about what the duck goes through. And you've got to get to that point because the same vibration that duck has to get that, you do not have that. You've got this. And nature has to outride that. And there has to be balance. You can't just be in here all the time, even though that's who you've been forced to be. And most of you are going to struggle with this. Trust me. But by example, it is living proof that all of this can be proven if you cut the world off. So look up. You don't have to know it all. You don't have to know shit. You just have to pay attention. Just look up and know. Know that life and being and spirit is literally all around you of God. It's the same way that AI has surrounded you. We got to get all the cameras in there. Got to get this and get that. Got to fit down. Look at me now. I got this. I got this. All right, Mom. God. Love you.